Hello, welcome to Card Minds. Thank you for stopping by. This is going to be a Taurus weekly money and career reading from December 20th to the 31st, 2022. Taurus, welcome, welcome. Let's see what messages we have for this upcoming week. Thank you to each and every one for your support, for your comments. We are still celebrating this little channel reaching 20K. We are celebrating till the end of the year. If you're interested, I am offering 2 free readings. All you have to do is comment down below and be subscribed. If you have already commented, many people have already commented. The more comments, the more chances. And if you're just popping in this channel and enjoyed this reading and connected with this reading and interested in putting your name in the hat, all you have to do is comment and subscribe. All right, let's get going. Taurus, happy holidays to everyone, wherever you situate yourself in the world. Love and light, whatever you celebrate, love and light to you. Let's see. Page of Cups, the Lovers. I love this. There's an offer of a new project. I think that you're now very clear on your objectives, very comfortable with who you are, comfortable with your ideas, but also where you stand in your job, where you stand in your career. What you see is what you get, Taurus. You know that there's no more BS involved. And yes, you're genuine in your approach to your job. You're genuine in your ideas, in your connection with others. Maybe it has not always been the case in the past, and now you have cleared the air with the Lovers, and you're very clear on what is happening next. Interesting. And then we have this, the Seven of Swords. Yes, that's exactly that. Cleared the air of the BS, cleared the air of the situation. Whatever has happened, and I do remember a couple of readings, Taurus, and I think you've moved out of that, of a situation in a job, in a business, right? And on a project, on something you were working on, or maybe at school, or whatever it is, right? You weren't seeing eye to eye to people. With people. So either, whether it was your business or you working in a company, working on a job, working on a project, or working at school or something, it was not working. You were disappointed in the people. You felt they weren't doing, their part of the work. They weren't pulling their weight, or they were deceptive, or they promised something. So maybe a company promised you a raise or a promotion, or promised you to work on a project and that didn't happen. Or if it's your business, you felt your team was letting you down. They weren't going in the right direction, or they weren't going fast enough, or they weren't doing it the way you wanted. Something like that. And I say they, but it can be just one person. And that energy happened for a couple of weeks, where you were trying to figure out the best solution to get out of that, to push forward, and to redirect this idea you had, or this project you had, or this business, and push it in another direction because you were not happy with what was going on, right? And if that's a job, or even in school, where you just felt you weren't in the right classes or the right major, and then you had to shift, you did a major shift to just change things to something that belongs to you, that is fair to you, but also that resembles you. In other words, what you were doing before was not you. And of course you couldn't connect because it wasn't you. So whether you got in there and realized that, right, it was just the wrong choice, or along the way people weren't jiving anymore and you just had sort of a disconnect, you had to find solutions to redirect your energies to get the job done, or to continue on this project, or to continue on this job, or to find another job, or to change teams. I felt like it was more a human situation and then changing careers, right? I felt like it was changing energies within a team or changing energies within a situation to move back to something more that resembles you, right? Move back to what you had projected, because the Lovers is all about the choice that of what you want to do in this lifetime, right? Who you want to be, and to connect with the right people and to connect with others on that level, on that same level. What you want to stand for, right? And to be clear on your core beliefs, on your values. And that was very important for you. And I feel that you were tied to a certain situation for a while. And maybe you are still, but that's moving on. And here's the Tower, exactly where you're now getting, it's that aha moment where you know what you're moving for, how you're changing, what you're changing and what you have to change, and how you have to see things differently and think differently, and maybe with different people, maybe a different company, maybe different jobs, to push forward in a different way, to completely change your objectives and your way of working, or your way of implementing the changes in your life, in your career path, in your life path. That's what the Tower is all about. The understanding, but it's often a sudden understanding, right? Maybe something someone said, maybe, it's that enough is enough, but it's, something someone says, something someone's done, or just waking up one morning with that clarity on what you can change, making the decisions, seeing the light and understanding that's okay, it didn't work out, I was frustrated, it took me a while to understand, but I got this, I know what I have to do. I have to change jobs or change people or think in a different way or go in a different direction, doing this differently, right? That's what the Tower is all about, shifting. It's time to shift. So if you haven't started yet, and you're feeling uncomfortable in that job or uncomfortable in those ways of managing with your manager or with your, with your coworkers or a certain situation in your job, it's time to see things differently, right? And sort of let that go, because and to rebuild and focus on what is important for you. And it's a moment of awareness, high awareness, right? You sort of becoming in tune with your inner guidance, becoming in tune with who you really are. And it's really a revelation, and a revelation within your life, within your career, of who you are and what you stand for. Sometimes in a career or in a job, all of a sudden something happens, and sometimes it's the smallest thing, and all of a sudden you realize, no, that's not me. That's not okay. I can't be in this environment anymore. I've suffered, I've dealt with it, I've done it, I pushed through, and right now I'm reaching that moment of clarity where this is no longer for me. And it's the opportunity to break free from those old ways, because maybe you've been in that job for a while. Maybe you just, sometimes we just get into a lull, even if it's toxic, we get into a lull of accepting certain things that are not okay. And we realize, right, by breaking free from those old ways, that they have been holding us back for a while. And that's why you felt stuck. And so this is the spark that sort of puts everything in perspective, to do things differently and completely transform. Sort of that make or break, challenge, where things are going to be different. And yes, here's the new direction. So this whole trajectory is you much more experienced. Apologies, I'm just trying to bring this back down. There we go. And this whole trajectory is you understanding where you belong, right? And breaking free of, oh, well, that's the way it is. I'm not comfortable with it. I'm not comfortable with these philosophies or this management or these decisions, but I make do because I have to pay the bills. But at one point, you realize that your life is somewhere else, your career is somewhere else. Your mindset and philosophy, what you represent, your beliefs are somewhere else. And here we are, new direction, comfortable with your decision, comfortable with who you are right here with the Nine of Pentacles. Money's coming in and regaining your financial independence. And then the Hangman is, understanding that new perspective, that things are going to be different and it might be coming in a different way, and to take a moment to breathe, to take a moment to understand that things are now moving in a different direction. And it's not to push, you're recreating. You have an understanding with the Empress. Look at all these major arcana, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, with the Ace of Swords, in the understanding of, especially the lovers, the understanding of what you want in life and who you are and what you're going to tolerate and what you're not going to tolerate, right? That's most important for you. So don't force your way, but surrender to the opportunity to pause and reassess when you have to. And evaluate where you stand on your path step by step, because it's new, it's a new way, it's a new philosophy, and it's also something new emerging, maybe a new job, maybe a new opportunity, right? It's a new direction, and you're creating with this Empress. The Empress appears when you're creating something new, but when you have the thorough understanding of what's going on, and now you're clear. You're clear on your objectives. And it can be something creative. It can be working on a creative project. It can be working on a creative opportunity, right? Opening up your shop, opening up your Etsy shop, or transforming your hobby into a reality, or putting your art out there, creating a restaurant, just showing the world your talent. It's very important for you, for the world to see you as who you are, right? Shining your light in an honest way. No trickery, no BS, no filter. This is who you are. And I think that you've been wanting the world to see you in a different way, right? So it's new. I feel like this is a new job. This is a new opportunity. You're connecting with new people. You're connecting with a new team. And so allow the time and space for this to come in. The Hangman invites you to pause and to surrender to the situation that is different, that feels different. You've never done this before, or you've not done it with these people or this way. It's almost like you've had your business for a long time, or you've been in a job for a long time, and then the shoe doesn't fit anymore, right? But so you're going independent, but it's the same field. You're going independent or freelance. You're starting your own business, but it's the same field. You're just not working with those people anymore. Something like that. It's almost like developing, knowing that you put in a lot of effort, a lot of life and effort and energy and effort for that business, and it wasn't returned to you. And so now you're doing your own thing. Maybe you're opening up your own restaurant and you've been working in a restaurant. I keep getting restaurant, cooking. Maybe you're opening your own restaurant and you worked for a restaurant for a long time, and then you felt you were disrespected or something like that. It's creative. Whatever it is, it's creative. So it might be that, maybe that's just for one person, or you're Oh, okay. A ghostwriter. Very interesting. Oh, never had that. Maybe you're a ghostwriter. And now you're moving on to your own and you're writing your own, right? Something like that. Or you've been writing lyrics for others and now you want to write your own lyrics and sing your song. Something like that, right? Now it's becoming your own. And you don't want to do it for someone else anymore. You want to do it for yourself. It's your property. It's your thing. And you don't want to share. It's not that you don't want to share. You want to have your talent for yourself and shine your light on your talent and not through someone else's. Interesting. Artistic. It feels very artistic. Or maybe you were in a nail salon, right? And you worked all those years. Now you're going to have your own. Or working freelance. Or maybe you were a nurse, because it's also very caring and empathic, right? So maybe you're helping others and now you're opening up your own, now you're becoming a nurse but independent, right? Or something like that. All right, let's see if there are more cards coming out. Taurus. Weekly money and career, December 20th to the 31st, 2022. Yes, we're going all the way to the end of the year because next week I am going to focus on the yearly money and careers for 2023. Queen of Cups, channeling your emotions. Yes, there for others. I feel like this is something, either you're there to please others, to give love to others, to help others, to guide others, or it's all about the beauty of the world, right? Showing your art. Maybe you're becoming, or you're illustrating for something, right? And you're doing your own now. Something like that. You're caring, you're sharing, you're loving what you do, and it's very pleasing. It's all about aesthetics. Maybe you're starting your own clothes brand, right? Maybe you're a stylist. Maybe you've worked for a brand and now you're starting your own clothes line. Something like that. Or accessories. Or jewelry. Right? It's something where you're very happy to now be in your own and shine your own light and be not having to tolerate the BS from other people. But it takes a lot of willpower. And this is you're realizing this now, and it's clear in your mind. These cards are not talking too much anymore. Taurus, weekly, money and career, is that it? December 20th to the 31st, 2022. Taurus, weekly. Ah, there we go. Yes. Beautiful. It's new, but it's going to be different. You know the energies are different, and it's about the ebbs and flows in life and accepting the ebbs and the challenges, accepting what life is all about. But when the Wheel of Fortune pops in, we know that everything's going to be okay. Even if there are challenges, right? We know because we're on the right path. We know this is what we want. We know this is us, our time to shine. And the Wheel of Fortune is all about those synchronicities popping in, that good karma popping in, because you're happy where you are. You're positive, you're shining your light, you're optimistic because you're finally finding your mojo. And not your mojo, you're finally on the right rails because you can show people who you are. And that is the most important. Developing your own craft, developing your own art, not having to go through someone else to show your talent. You're going to reap the fruits of your labor. You are going to get the money that you earned. And so things are just going to get better from here because as you're optimistic and as you have faith in yourself, as you engage in this new path or in this new way of working, this new career change, you're sending out these beautiful positive energies. So if you're willing to expand, this is all turning into a positive direction. Be open to the help of others, be open to others, be curious, stay curious, because factors outside of your control are probably going to influence the situation and push you in all directions, but you're in control. You're in control. Right? Even if it's challenging, you're in control. And I know, Taurus, you like control, right? But accept what's happening and just go with the flow, because this is an opportunity that's different. And you're developing your own craft. You're developing your own art. You're developing your own philosophy. You're developing who you are. You're not channeling through another company or through someone else. And this is all of a sudden opening up other opportunities suddenly becoming available. So even if it's uncomfortable because it doesn't come from you, or unfamiliar because it's not, the way you usually operate, this is really the chance to turn your operation here, your talent, into this new direction with this Ace of Swords. Beautiful reading, Taurus. Beautiful reading. It's you really coming into your own, understanding that you can develop your own power, your own art, your own talent. You don't need anybody to understand the talent and the power you have. Whatever it is, it will be different for everyone. It feels artistic, but it doesn't have to be. Yes, celebrating, working with new people, enjoying this team, enjoying these people, feeling in the right place, focused, driven, clear on your objectives. And here we are with the new journey. So I like the Fool right here, because for Taurus, the Fool is a little tricky because it's embarking on a new journey, but not really knowing where it's going, or not having full control over it because it's a new way. And you've decided this new way, and that's good. It's just that you're used to having so much control that, the unknown for you can be sometimes tricky. But we're all in the unknown, right? We are all in the unknown right now, especially when we decide, right, to shift our powers, to shift our ways, to work differently, to become independent, to decide to be our own boss, to decide to become freelance. Yes, it's tricky, but it's daring. And you're carefree now. It's a new beginning, almost like the innocence and the spontaneity of a new life. Free spirit. You've lightened your load, right? You're now excited and enthusiastic to embark on this new way of working. So even if you're scared, even if you're, not sure, it's really a new beginning, and really it's beautiful potential. You're really at the outset of your new journey, taking your first step into the unknown. But even if you don't know exactly what it looks like, you're still committed, and you just stay open and stay curious, right? Stay a curious mind and embrace the unknown. It's really about your personal growth and your, understanding, a deep understanding of yourself and who you are and what you want right now, what is most important for you right now. And so this new experience is really the opportunity to grow. Time to do it. Time to do it, Taurus. Let me grab a little bit of water. Time to do it. Even if you're not quite sure, or you think you're not ready. Great potential. All right, let's see if there's one last message for the road, Taurus. Weekly money and career, December 20th to the 31st, 2022. Taurus. One last message for the road on this beautiful new journey. Take that leap of faith. Yes, and but you're still powerful. See? the innocence and power at the same time. Wow, daring and powerful, and at the same time that little innocence. I like that, Taurus. I really like that. The Emperor can be an Aries in your environment, there for you, guiding you, but you're in control. You got this. You're your own boss. Be your boss, Taurus. Be your boss. I hope you enjoyed this reading as much as I did. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you to each and everyone for all your support, all your love. Happy holidays to all. I wish you love and light to all wherever you are in this world. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to comment down below if you want to put your name in the hat for a free reading. The more comments, the more chances. I will read all the comments. I have been reading all the comments. And I will give the result at the end of the year. Thank you so much for watching. Happy holidays. Take care. Bye-bye.